Hey everybody!
Hello guys!
And welcome to the blog of chapter 4, which we didn't record that day. But okay. we're doing it now, which is the good thing. Okay, so chapter 4 starts with PSYCHOTIC.
Which is it's without the IM. Okay, so the first song is PSYCHOTIC for short. Let's just say psychotic.
Yeah.
It is basically like my favorite song lyrically.
Chapter 4 is
Chapter 4 is my favorite album. My favorite album, my favorite chapter. Sorry.
Yes.
It's my favorite chapter, and that song specifically, the lyrics, it's so good. I remember I wrote the chorus about 2 years ago. I remember you were going out with a friend, and I was in the car, and I showed you and Mom that chorus, and you were like, oh my god, it's so cool. And I was so excited about it, but I just left it there because it was just like when I was beginning to start like the concept. And so I just left it there. So basically Psychotic is a mix of 3 different songs that I had because the verses that I have for the original Psychotic, they were horrible. They were literally absolutely horrifying.
But the melody was good.
The melody was good. We could still
use it.
But the lyrics were really bad. And I remember that I made another song with the same concept. I had another song like for the same concept that I did 2 years ago too. And 2 years ago too. I just recorded it on my phone and I just left it there. So when I didn't have a verse for Psychotic, I started looking at my voice memos, which is like such a drag because I have like over 500 voice memos.
Yes.
And I don't know why I do this, it's really a horrible habit, but I never named the voice memos. It only says like new recording 245.
Oh yes, I always title my voice memos so that won't happen.
Yeah, so I had all my voice memos without a name, so I was just like listening through every one, and then I found cause the blood that I bleeding is no longer red. It was in G though. And
we changed
it was too high. And it just fit perfectly. I had all the first verse done already. And then when I found like that voice memo, I just started working on the second verse immediately. The second verse is my favorite verse. My favorite line of the whole song, it's the be proud of your pride and the things that you hide. Oh, that is be proud of your pride. I'm so proud of that. It's yes. Even I have to say it's really good. I just really like the whole song lyrically.
Yeah, it's very cool, and it's super fun to play.
It's one of the funnest songs to play.
Although it's one of the most tiring ones. At least for me.
Yeah, the PSYCHOTICs are awful because like she does the low notes, but I do like PS.
I do PSY.
And it's really like hard to do live. With like when we did Lunario, like it was one of the last songs, and I was like dying.
Me too.
And that part was like
especially since the song is very lyrically packed, you don't have time to breathe. The only time you have like to rest, you as like during the PSYCHOTICs,
and
but
the bridge.
well only the first two ones. And then the bridge. And fun fact about the song, you see that in the beginning there's like a laugh.
Oh yes,
it's my laugh.
But that's like her
like
genuine
my genuine laugh.
Like,
when somebody makes me laugh really boom, I'm laughing. That's my laugh. I remember we were recording the PSY. Yeah, I said it correctly.
For the demos.
For the demo, okay? And I remember that it was just we were like laughing all the time. It was really hard to keep a straight face because we were trying to do it like as if we were children or something, like cheerleaders or something. And it was just really, really funny. And I remember that at the end of a take, I just like laughed really, really like loudly. And we had that recorded and we're like, Jake, put that on.
Yeah, Jay, like we said, like you have to keep that, and he just kind of modified it so it would go in the beginning, and it sounded so good. And at the end, we got used to it, so
we just left it there.
It has to go there.
Oh, and I think PSYC. I think Psychotic has a lot of like our Japanese rock influences, especially in the bridge. I remember that in one song, a Japanese rock song, I heard like it was like I don't know if it was. I think it was the beginning, and it starts like with like a riff, let's say, with the like vocals, and it's just like.
Yeah, it has like a vocal main part instead of the instrument.
Yeah, exactly. But it's not saying anything, and I really wanted to do. It's just like a very big atmosphere, and I wanted to do something like that, and so we started working on that, and I just extremely loved it. It was really, it's really fun, but in live, when you play it live, it's really hard to do because I'm doing like the 16 notes on the. What's
The
it
snare.
called? Yeah, the snare. Thank you. I'm doing the 16 notes on the snare, and I'm just like, hey, okay, keep breathing. That song is very tiring because the verses are really fast. I'm doing 8th notes, but the tempo of the song is really quickly. Oh, we changed tempos on that song.
Yeah,
the
actually,
pre-chorus,
the pre-chorus is it
lowers,
goes down.
Yeah, the tempo goes a little bit down.
It's not very noticeable, but it's true.
But
it's
if
there.
like you feel the difference because when we were making the demos, it felt really bad if we left it at the same tempo. That's why I remember when we were recording, like from the the transition from the pre-chorus to the chorus, I do a build-up, and I struggled a lot, like just to keep.
Oh
time.
yeah, because it changed.
You could feel the change.
That's why I always
I mean,
right.
it was just uncomfortable.
Yep.
It was but we got used to it now, and it's one of the funnest songs to play. Oh, we were also going to remove the hey
of the chorus. Yes.
Yeah, of the chorus, and
we didn't like it that much at first, but then we took it out, and it's like
we found ourselves singing it.
Yeah.
Even
Yeah.
if even though it wasn't there.
Yeah.
And one of the most the things I like most about the song is the bass line. It's just like
Oh yeah, the bass lines were really fun to make. The bass line of
The verses.
the verses, it was a line that I had
In the
on
piano.
So when I was like showing it to Ale, it was it's really funny now, but at that time it was just like
Frustrating.
frustrating.
Because we had nothing in the song,
but
but the bass line. She was just like learning it. I was like, okay.
So it was fa 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 fa.
Even though it's not that anymore.
Oh yeah, we
Timing.
changed the
Is it called accents?
The timing,
no I think it's the accents,
the line is pretty weird.
it's weird.
But once you get used to it, it's
it's like not on the downbeat. It's like in the up. I don't know if it's called the
Sincopado.
upbeat. And no, it's not. It's not
no,
sincopado.
sincopado.
It's just in the
and
E of
Yeah,
like the
and the
uno
and of
E.
the-
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
and.
yeah.
There we go. We know
we
the
said
terms-
this last
Yeah. But it's fine. So
But yes, that's and story wise, like, Psychotic is just, our main
She's
character
just, like,
is
mocking.
crazy, and she accepts it, and she's just like
she's
mocking,
like mocking
everyone.
everybody that's like trying to capture her, I guess.
It's like
Yeah, that's basically it. And
Yes.
moving on, the next song is it's Hunter.
Hunter.
Hunter's one of my favorite songs.
Bam.
Bam.
Okay.
Hunter was really different to write, honestly,
Yes.
because it started from like a jam session. We were
It started
trying.
with that riff, right? The
Yeah,
Okay.
we were doing it. I remember.
I had that riff.
And then I played the
Actually, no, I had that riff, and I started to do a whole other song. I had more parts of that, but you kind of like took it all out and left that part.
I remember
and then,
that.
Yes, I had no lyrics, but I had melody.
Yeah, and I
remember.
remember that I wasn't a big fan of it. So, and we started like working on the song together, the three of us. But we had to do the songs like very quickly because we had to make demos of them very quickly because Jake was about to leave and we really needed to record the demos. Okay, so it was like a day before Jake came and we were just like working on the song. And I remember you were on the guitar, I was on the piano, and the chorus came out, and it was the first time ever in history of Paulina Villarreal that I had ever modulated a chorus. Is that how you say it? Modulated?
I think so. It's
Like,
a
change
modulation
the
of
key?
harmony. Yeah.
Yeah, I changed. Yeah, it's just change of key, right?
Yeah, you change-
Yeah. So that song was the first song I've ever in my life
Change the key in the middle.
In the middle
the
of the
same
song.
song, yeah.
in the same song, exactly. And it was just so exciting that I had done something differently, and the chorus was really cool. And so we had like the pre-chorus and the chorus ready. Well, kind of. The chorus wasn't finished lyrically, but so Jake came the next day, and we were like working on the song, and we didn't have one single verse. We didn't have melodies. We didn't have lyrics.
We had
And we were
nothing.
basically just building the parts as we went. And I remember that I had like the part of the drums, which is very simple, honestly. So I just had that. It was like the bass, the bass. I don't know if that makes sense in English.
Bass.
Yeah,
bass. Bass. Oh, okay. So basically, you have the bass, and well, they were working on bass guitar and guitar lines, I guess. And I was just giving like the bass. There has to be another word in English after like
Bass.
Yeah, it's just like the
The
layout.
layout.
the bass,
bass.
the bass. Okay,
The
so I was
base
just
structure of the
yeah,
song.
I was just giving like the structure. Okay, it was just and I knew that we had to make it like something quick, just so we could record the song, and that's it. We could have changed it, like we could change it later. So, and I was like, na, 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 and I was like, okay, wait a second, let me record this, and it was just like the first lyric that came to mind. I just wrote it down very quickly on my phone, recorded it, and that was
boom!
that. And then we started
We had a
recording,
verse.
and yeah, the whole verse, like the two parts of the first verse, it was just like really
We did
quickly.
it like that, and we left it like that. Like we really liked it.
Yeah, it was. It
We
just
worked
stayed like that.
really quickly. Oh well, but the second
but
verse.
the second verse was like a real hassle.
We did it in the same day because Jake was leaving.
Jake was about to leave for a really long time. I remember that. So we were in a like very big hurry. So we were working on Hunter, and we had. I had already finished the first verse, but we needed a second verse, right?
And I remember Dany was busy like recording.
You were recording vocals, and
yes.
in between, you came like to the
work
other
on the
room,
lyrics.
and we were like working on the lyrics, and we were just like literally lying on the floor screaming at each other because we couldn't. It was really funny.
Yeah, we were just
it was
like-
not like angry screams, but it was just like
Desperate
no
screaming,
sale
like,
nada kind of
yeah,
screams.
yeah.
So
That kind of
we were just
Yeah, it's
like
very
extremely
descriptive.
desesperadas. How do you say? It's not desperate.
No, it's
We were frustrated.
Frustrated.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
we're
like in a funny way.
Yeah. It was still very
Weird.
comical. I don't know
Yeah.
why we found it funny because now that I look at it, we were really suffering. We're like, why can't we get anything out?
Yes.
So and
But we
then-
did it.
Yeah, in
We
the
did
end,
it.
like we only took like
In
it
the
was
end,
we did it
fun.
like 5-10 minutes, just like really intensely, just working on that, and then that's how it stayed. The whole song was just like what you listen to now is basically all that we had in the demo. Literally, now that
Yes.
when I listen to the demo, of course it's very different, like sound wise.
Yeah.
But the parts are all the same.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
guys,
kinda
we went to
stuck
the
to that.
studio like really prepared with our demos.
Yeah.
So Hunter was one of the ones that we stayed extremely true to.
Wait. Talk about your snare drum. That we really liked.
Okay. I don't know if you guys remember in the live chats, somebody said something about like the snare in Sinister's Mouse. So, and I remember that I don't know if you guys remember, but I said that my favorite snare drum of the whole album was on a song that wasn't released yet. Well, that song is Hunter. Okay, I just love. It was it was like 18-inch snare. It was huge.
Huge.
I mean,
It
I
didn't
could
even
barely
feet.
it barely even fit.
Fit in her legs.
Yeah, I
It's in
couldn't
her
like
leg.
I didn't fit in the drum set.
Sorry.
So I was just, and it had like a really deep sound. And I remember that in parts, you see in the pre-chorus, I do like an army roll kind of thing. It's not really an army roll, but it's just like, it's basically a rudiment. So I wanted like a higher sound for that part because over like in the center of the snare drum, it just sounded like really loose, I guess. I wanted it to sound like tighter. So I just went like to like the outer kind of like layer, like the outer rim, I guess. I don't know how it's called in English. It was just like in the very like end of the snare drum, which
Just
usually,
not in the center.
Yeah, usually in normal snares, it sounds like really pitchy and really but in that one, it sounded like a normal snare. So it was really fun. And in the pre-chorus, I just started going lower. So like while I did the crescendo, so you got like the, I don't know, dynamic. It sounded really cool. Oh, but story-wise, this song
guys,
is actually really interesting.
Yes, it's one of the few things that I think you haven't guessed yet.
Yeah, it's the only thing that you haven't figured out. It's
okay. So wait. The picture of not the picture, the
picture,
sketch,
the
the artwork
sketch, yeah.
of that song. You see, it's a Grim Reaper. So it is a Grim Reaper talking in this song. Like
it's basically the Grim Reaper.
We introduce a new character that's the Grim Reaper that's coming to tell our queen of the murder scene to stop doing its job.
Like back off.
And yes, stop doing that because that's my thing. and I'm gonna get you for it.
And basically at the end of the song, the Grim Reaper does get
Her.
her.
Yes.
Like, kills her.
So yeah, every lyric in this song is from the point of view of
the
Dany.
Grim Reaper. So that's why in the end, Queen of the Murder Scene is dying because the Grim Reaper killed her. So the
We
end
don't know how. We don't know.
I mean,
but
yeah. I mean, everybody
is
has
dying.
Yeah, everybody has their own version, but basically the Grim Reaper killed her, and so the end is basically that song where she's dying. She's just like dying in that song.
those are like her last words, her last
basically.
breaths of life.
And that that song is actually I really like the song. It started on the piano. Yeah. I basically have this whole song on the piano from end to beginning, was just like on the piano.
Yes. We didn't want to change that actually. It was gonna be just like piano
just
and
gonna
vocals.
be-
Yeah, and we did many versions which were awful in the
Wait,
instruments.
No, it was really
They were-
bad.
we did like 4 versions of it, and they were all like awful. And in Soga, when we were recording the song, it was that one song that we actually came up with most of it. And
Yes.
when the bass and the guitar were gonna enter and everything, like it was that one song that we actually had no idea what we were gonna do with.
Yeah, I mean, we had all the parts figured out already, but not like how to incorporate them correctly.
Yeah.
Crazy. I love the solo of that song. It's
That
like,
solo is very good. And I sang that song. I guess you all got you noticed
Yes.
when we were playing it in the Lunario. And it's basically just the final words of the Queen of the Murder Scene, saying that she doesn't regret what she did because I mean she's crazy, but that she wishes that she didn't have to
live
carry
with
all of that
Yeah.
while she's dying. Like she doesn't want it anymore.
It's because in the end, she doesn't regret anything because in her mind, everything she did was still because of love, for love. So yeah, she's just twisted up inside.
Yeah. She's a little bit crazy. And that was the whole point. So basically, that's why I sing the end. The end. Dust to dust.
Oh yeah, dust to
Okay,
dust.
basically dust to dust. Nobody figured this out, but I don't know if they did. But dust to dust, basically, like the prologue, is it's Queen of the Murder Scene already dead.
Yes.
That's why I sing it. You know
Wait,
that
yeah.
in the last song, I die.
Yeah.
Like
wait,
I die
actually,
with my voice.
actually, we kind of did this unintentionally, but
We figured that was a twist. Oh,
yes, the last phrase of the end, we end with "start again." Like we're just saying "start again" over and over and over again. So like we're
creates
kind
like
of
a cycle.
unconsciously telling you to start listening again from the beginning, like start again the album. Like the album is a cycle. She dies,
and then
dust
the
to
prologue
dust.
starts because it's the
She's dead.
She's dead.
And she's telling
And
you.
I'm like, and she basically she's just welcoming you to her story.
In the end, everything
And
turns
in the end,
And
everything
everything
just
just
turns back into dust. You see, that was completely unintentional, but it fits perfectly.
And we were like, well.
Yes.
yeah. Sometimes happy coincidence like that happen, and it's just like really cool.
Yes.
And that's why I mean Dany, like you see in the end of Dust to Dust in the
Yeah, my shouting.
I can't reach those.
Yeah,
notes.
you were.
So,
you were
but I mean, it's really cool because I mean, it's basically the introduction of like Queen of the Murder Scene in the beginning, which Dany starts. So it's like basically like, hey, this is the beginning of the
her
actual story, and boom, the beginning of the beginning, which is Crimson Queen. It's really cool. I really like
Yes.
that. And yeah.
We're super happy with how our album came out.
Yeah, we're really happy, and we're really happy that
And
you
you
guys
guys
welcome it with
liked it.
open arms. We know it's not an easy story, too.
Yes. As I think we said in the last vlog, or I don't know, that
I think it's in the last
we knew it was a
little bit controversial. I mean, we're talking about a killer
different.
here. But we really liked it, and we know that we're just telling a story. We're not really encouraging anybody to do this type of stuff.
Yeah.
So we're really glad that you guys liked it.
Yes.
And we're kind of, it's bittersweet. This is our last vlog
of the
of like
chapters.
of like the
we
album.
ran out of music to
Yeah.
explain.
But I guess that we'll keep you guys updated with what's to come.
Yeah, actually, I've heard. No, I saw a little bit of your comments that you want to blog on the booklet and the art and how that all came to be. And I think we can do that. We can do that in
that's
another
cool.
blog.
Yeah, so we'll
Good
see
idea,
that
guys.
later. And
Yes.
we'll keep you updated with
More
Lo que viene.
stuff. Yes, we're actually preparing
What's
to
to
go to Mexico City again for the Hard Ink.
it's like this Thursday, right?
Yeah, it's on Thursday.
Hijo de su fregada.
So yeah, we're about to leave again and play more shows, so we're really excited about that. But yes, guys, we'll keep you updated, and it's also a new month, so
Oh, yeah,
monthly
it's the-
video chats.
It's December.
Woo! Yes,
So-
happy December, guys.
It'd be like
So
Happy holidays to everybody out there
Yeah.
because it's
Yeah.
December now. And
So
yeah,
yeah,
guys, we'll keep you updated.
We'll
and
tell you when the date of
Aw.
that will be.
Yeah, guys.
And
So
please.
I think this is the end of the vlog. So
This is
thank you
the
so
end.
much, guys.
This is the end. Goodbye.
So long, my friend.
Ale, you're supposed to be doing this.
Seem to be-
Ale. Okay, no.
Bye,
Never mind.
guys.
Bye.